Alright, so this video is for a 925A or B crane scale where it's not powering on. I plug it into charge, it's not working, and I suspect it's either the battery needs to be replaced or the charging board. So turn it over to the back, you see with the handle, and you're going to remove the screws from the back. So I only remove 2 of them. So make sure not to lose the screws. You have the handle to pull it down. Anyways, okay, so now you see the 925. Here's the battery. See, it has special connector where there's 2 cables. So you can always order a replacement battery from us. You can see you just remove 2 screws, unconnect it, and then put the new battery if you order through us for a new crane scale. This one, it's going to be a charging board, so you will need to know how to solder, because these cable for the LED, see the LED on the back, goes to the board. This one is from the AC power, see the DC power board connected, and that goes to these cables which go to the battery. So you can see how the AC port charges the battery and then goes connected back to charge the actual unit itself, and from that it goes to the LED bulb. So it seems like this board for me in my case is bad, so you're just gonna unscrew these 2 screws. And you can order from us a new one, new charging board like this. But what you need to do, we'll solder first, but this comes as one set. So I'll bring in a new one, I'll show you what I mean. But it has a whole one piece, and it goes up to here, this end where you disconnect it. So you get a new one, and then we'll show you how to do the next step. Okay. So what I was showing you is that new board. It comes like this. See the LED goes inside here. This is the 2 leads for the battery. So you'll disconnect your 2 leads, and that goes to this connector, which you will just disconnect from here. See, there's only 1 cable, so it's just disconnected from here. So I move up a little bit. You can see how it goes into the housing where it powers the front of the board. So in this case, see, they don't come with these 2 holes are empty because that's where the DC power port comes in. So you can see the only tricky part is you might need to solder and then hot glue to keep the LED inside here. So you're gonna unsolder, or break off the glue first. You're gonna remove these leads and desolder these 2. So I'll do that. Okay, so you can see how I actually remove this end. So you can see this was connected here. Just push down, pull out. And these were the most difficult. Took me a while. I had to like really bend them, yank them out. Anyways, so there's 2 ends for the battery, charging board. And then just remove the hot glue from here. And then you'll be taking your new board and you'll place it like here, this way. And difficult part is you're gonna have to hot glue or tape or whatever you're gonna use to hold the LED in, and you're gonna have to desolder these 2 like I did here for the DC power. So put your new board in. Okay, so I connected my new one, solder on, or not solder, hot glue. You can tape whatever you want for the LED. New board is here, and just connect. You connect this to the board itself. You can just last step, first step, doesn't really matter. Now the tricky part is, you see, if you can read the writing, VIN plus and VIN minus. So VIN plus is your red cable, so you're gonna have to heat up the top part, put the cable through, for red for VIN plus and then black for VIN minus. So do that now. So put it in here, the red and black, VN plus, VN minus. Make sure you oriented it properly. This one for the battery and this is for the LED. So you can now connect it, and you can always verify that the charging port was wired properly. I mean, you should look at the writing. But when you plug it into the power, DC power, the yellow light or green lights turn on. So just putting it back now. Put the 2 screws back. I want to close it up and then check it. So I put it back, close it up. Now I could actually check it. So power's on fine. And when I put weight on it, stretch it out, goes back to 0. So my problem was just the charging board. But let's say you turn it on, it turns on fine. The charge is fine, but the battery life is only 5 minutes before it turns off. Then it might just be the battery. Which you could order a 925 battery from us and get it replaced. Especially happens after a couple of years, any battery needs to be replaced. But that's how you change out a charging board. This happens typically when it doesn't turn on. And just make sure the wiring is okay. That might have been an issue, but that's how you do it.